What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful warm Monday. I'm doing well myself, and I hope you had a very nice relaxing weekend. I come across this particular story that's taking place in the not so friendly skies these days. If you understand what I'm saying, every time you look up, you're always hearing about somebody acting a dumbass on these flights. They don't give a damn about getting banned off of, flight list and what have you. They just do whatever they want to do, as in this particular case right here. We had a 46-year-old man. His name is David Leroy Carter. Okay, little white guy right here up in the left-hand corner. Decides, he gets agitated into the flight that was headed out of Norfolk, Virginia to Los Angeles, but the flight got detoured and they had to land in Colorado. Okay, simply because his dumb ass decides, he wants to start yelling racial slurs and waving a skateboard and all that kind of stuff, against the passengers. And then on top of that, it is said also that he had been restrained for at least a couple times with zip ties, and he would break loose and still get up, and just act a fool. When all of a sudden, a big, large brother got agitated, got tired of his bullshit, and picked him up like the child he was acting like and set him down in his seat. Okay? So without further ado, what I want us to do is check out this particular video right here, and then we'll get back to the commentary.
Cuffed and walked off a plane. Dramatic new video tonight as a man attacks a flight crew and passengers on a plane to LA.
KCAL's Hunter Soward's live at LAX, where she spoke to passengers who finally landed 6 hours late tonight after an intense flight. Hunter?
Yeah, Gio, finally is really the key word there. These flyers were certainly frustrated after the debacle mid-air, but then also having to wait so long to get back here to LAX, which is where they were intended to go all along. I'm told by Breeze Air that this all started when a man, who they say was drunk, tried fighting not only passengers, but flight attendants. Landing in the fog at LAX tonight, 6 hours late. This flight was anything but a breeze for passengers who started their day in Virginia.
I've been flying for over 10 years, and I ain't never witnessed no mess like this.
A skateboard-wielding passenger is walked off a plane and arrested Wednesday by law enforcement. The flight en route to LAX from Norfolk, Virginia, was forced to divert to Grand Junction, Colorado, after passengers say a man started yelling racist slurs and waving a skateboard at flight attendants.
Roger, hitting people with his own, it's a waste belt, right? Bill gets a standstill for you.
Drop the skateboard.
Airline staff reportedly tried restraining him twice during the mid-air meltdown. Authorities say he broke free each time.
He was saying racial slurs, he was being loud, and I didn't know he attacked anybody until I saw the news afterwards.
And then the linebacker dude that was sitting in 17C literally picked this man up underneath his armpits and put him down.
At one point, a passenger physically forced the man into his seat. That mid-air hero spoke to us about the incident, but didn't want to show his face.
My son was on there, and there was other kids on there, and so I just have to, sit him down.
The passenger is free and is using what they were trying to restrain him with as a weapon.
Authorities were waiting on the tarmac in Colorado to arrest 46-year-old David Carter of Los Angeles.
My fiance is texting me, there's a crazy guy on the plane.
Miles Sullivan got to the airport at around noon to pick up his fiancée after more than a month apart.
It's really surreal to see with the plane pulling in and seeing all the cop vehicles and everything. I guess the feds right outside. It was really insane.
The plane eventually landed safely in Los Angeles, but not without a more than 6-hour detour and delay. Now the FBI and the FAA are both investigating this incident. Now, it's important to note that while we heard initial reports of injuries, Grand Junction police said that at no time did the suspect physically assault anyone, and no injuries were reported. Certainly good news, but everyone I talked to after they got off that plane said they were so frustrated, and a lot of them offended by what was coming out of that man's mouth, who now is sitting behind bars tonight in Colorado. Reporting live from LAX, Hunter Soward's KCAL News.
Now, you see the ass that he was acting like up there on that flight until that brother got tired, which I think his name is Rayshawn Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. Got tired of his ass and just got him out the way and sit him down. And then the police was able to just come in there and arrest his ass and bring him up on charges. I don't know what, probably disorderly conduct or something like that. But I think that they really need to make an example out of him, for future other passengers that want to get on these planes, and show their ass and what have you. Because as far as I'm concerned, this thing could have been more dangerous than what it appeared. He's agitating people. It could have been a riot, a fight, or any damn thing on that plane simply because he was standing up there yelling out racial slurs. You understand what I mean? Somebody could have easily got up and whooped his ass, then somebody else got involved. Plane could have fell out of the sky. We haven't heard of nothing like that happening, about a couple months now. But you remember back here a few months ago, what have you, planes was just dropping out of the sky willy-nilly. Now, I would hate to have a plane drop out of the sky, on the basis because some dumbass like this guy right here was getting up, exciting a riot and creating a disturbance, because that's just what he was doing, and that's just what it is. So they need to make an example of him, and that's just what I feel. That's what I think they should do, But what say you people? Let me know in the comment section if you can. What do you think they should do this guy for him getting up, being unruly and creating a disturbance on a plane? Let me know in the comment section. People, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.